Hi everybody, I hope you enjoyed your long weekend. Today we're going to start off with a warm-up. If you haven't already done your warm-up, pause the video, complete the warm-up, and come back. Okay, glad you're back. The first problem on the warm-up says evaluate x squared minus y to the third if x equals 6 and y equals 5. So let's rewrite the problem. X squared minus y to the third equals what? If x equals 6, so we're going to plug in for this x, the 6. And for the y, we're going to plug in 5. And remember from last week, the exponent tells us how many times we want to multiply the larger number by itself. So in this case, 6 times 6 minus 5 to the third power is the same thing as 5 times 5 times 5. And our order of operations tells us that you need to multiply before you can subtract. So in this case, 6 times 6 is 36 minus 5 times 5 times 5, which equals 125. Now we're going to find the difference of the two, and our answer should be negative 89. Okay? All right, the second problem. The area of a square garden is 10 square yards. Which number line best represents the number of yards of fencing needed to enclose the garden? If we're going to enclose the garden, we're going to close it in. A fence around the garden is the perimeter, not the area inside. We need to know how much fencing we need. So in order to find how much fencing we need to find the side length. And from what we learned last week, if you know the area of a square, in this case it's 10 square yards, then we can also find the side length. With the formula, the side length equals the square root of the area. And in this case, the side length is the square root of 10. And after you put this in your calculator, the number that you multiply by itself to get to 10 is 3.16. If I can write. 3.16, okay? So that's one side. There are 4 sides in the garden. So we need to add 3.16 plus 3.16 plus 3.16 plus 3.16, or 3 times 4. And you get 12.64. 12.64 is between 12 and 13. So on the number line, we're going to look for the answer that's closest to 12.64. Well, this one's between 9 and 10, so that's not it. B is between 10 and 11. That's not it. C is between 11 and 12. That's not it. We want one that's between 12 and 13, and that one is D. That's the warm-up. Okay, let's get out your journal. Today, on your journal, should be page 9 in your journal, right after our estimating square roots on a number line. Okay, so page 9. Today we're going to talk about real numbers and their classification. The most basic classification that we have are natural numbers. Natural numbers are the set of all positive counting numbers, the numbers on a number line, starting with the number 1. Okay? Whole numbers include those natural numbers, but they start with 0. It is the set of all positive counting numbers starting with 0.